Welcome to Evanced Solutions How-To Session. Today's session is How to Manage Reviews in Summer Reader Part 2. Now that we've reviewed how our reviews get into the system, we need to manage those reviews. And the way that we manage them is coming in to Manage Programs. And you will see a list of our programs here in the center of the screen. And if we go far to the right, we'll have a column for reviews. Now, as you can see, I do have my setup a little different than maybe yours is. I have reviews for the last 90 days column, and then I have a total of reviews for this program. If I come over and I hover over the total column and I hover over the 2, the 5, and the 9, it gives me the finger indicating that I can go into those reviews and look at them. Also next to those numbers is either 1 pending, 2 pending, or 3 pending, meaning that there are some pending items under those programs that I need to go in and make a decision as to whether or not I'm going to accept them, deny them, or make them private. Let's first take a look at a series of our reviews. So I'm going to click on the 5 on the Young Adults program. Now I come to the Manage Reviews and Comments. And as you can see, there's only one program listed. Now the options that we have here is private, pending, denied, and accepted. So I currently have accepted one of my reviews. I've denied one of my reviews. There currently are 2 pending, and then I have one that's private. Let's go from left to right, and we'll start with private. I'm going to simply click on the 1 to review the reviews under private. So now we're under Manage Private Reviews. And as you can see, Peyton Manning had put in a review, which states great book, that he requested to make it private. Now I can choose to go in and edit this review, and I can make his review public, or I can add pictures to his review. So if he had stated what book he had read, and I went out and pulled the cover, I could bring that into the system and tag that to his review. Since this is a private review, I'm just going to go ahead and hit Save. Now to go back to my reviews, I'm going to go back under Manage Programs. I'm going to choose the 5 again under my Young Adults program. And let's take a look at the 2 pending. So here I have 2 pending. I have one for Heath Ledger, then I have one for Andrew Franklin. The review for Heath Ledger is, this is my review. The one for Andrew is, the book was great, and then we could have put in the author, the book title, in the comment. I can accept, deny, or delete, or by checking the box at the very top, I can deny both of those. Or checking the box at the top next to accept, I can accept both of those all in one swoop. So if I had 20 reviews and I'd gone over them and I'm going to accept them all, it's faster for me to check the shortcut box. If I want to delete one of these reviews, for instance, this Heath Ledger one, it's not so great. I can go ahead, put my check mark in the delete, and select delete. It'll ask, are you sure you want to delete this review? And I'm going to hit OK. The other one that is sitting here is Andrew Franklin's. So I can accept, I can deny, or I can delete. For this one, I'm going to go ahead and select deny. So I'm going to accept deny. Now it's going to tell me there are no pending reviews for this program. Let's go back to Manage Programs. Now you can see there are none pending here. There's nothing in red. But I can go back and still view those 4 reviews. Now you're probably wondering, why isn't there 5 anymore? Remember, when I delete it out of the system, it completely removes it out of the system. Once I'm back into Manage Reviews, I can actually go back into each one of these columns and change my decision. So for instance, the 2 that I denied, maybe I want to edit that. So I'm going to come over to Andrew Franklin's and I'm going to select the edit icon. And I'm going to re-review this. The book was great. So I'll go ahead and accept that. And now at the bottom, I have the option to accept, deny, or delete. And I'm going to accept this one. So now the only denied review is going to be this Heath Ledger review. If I go back to Manage Programs, I choose my young adults and I select the 4 again. You will now see I have 1 denied, 2 accepted, and 1 private. Now that we've learned how to do some of the simple items in Manage Reviews, let's learn how to add the pretty picture that we saw on our patron side. I'm going to quickly flip over to the patron side just to show us what I'm talking about. If I go under View All Reviews, right here for Junie B. Jones, we see the book cover. And this is the goal that we want to have to add to our review. So let's go ahead and close out of this screen. And I'm going to quickly add a new review under our patron. So again, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to do Add View Log. I'm going to put the quantity of books as 1, and then I'll put in the book name. Put in the date, and I want to make this public, so we'll go ahead and hit Save. Now I have my other review in there. I'm going to go back over to Manage Accepted Reviews. And I'm going to quickly refresh, just so that comes back. We're going to go to Manage Programs. Once you've completed the patron side, you will want to come back over to the staff side of Summer Reader and go into Manage Programs. Once you're in Manage Programs, you will see you currently have 1 pending review. Once you come into Manage Pending Reviews, you will see the one that was just added. The Last Olympian was a good book. Now, we want to add the Olympian book cover. So I want to make a change, or I want to edit. I'm going to come to the far right and select the edit icon. By doing so, I can make modifications to the review. However, what we're wanting to do is add a title along with the catalog URL and the book jacket. So here I'm going to just type in the name of the book. Then the catalog URL, I'm going to flip over for the URL that I looked up, and I'm going to copy and paste. And I want to test that URL to make sure that it'll work. Perfect, it works. I'm going to quickly close out of that. Now the next step would be to put in the book jacket. And I've pulled the JPEG from the website so that the book jacket will appear when you open up the review. Let's test this URL. As you can see, it pulls up the book jacket. Perfect. Let's close out of this. And now we're just going to hit Accept. So along with accepting the review, we've added a little bit more information for this patron. If I come back over to Manage Programs, you will see that there are 6 reviews and none pending. But let's flip over to the patron side and take a look at what that review looks like now. I'm going to log out of this patron and I'm going to do View All Reviews. And what I should see is the Last Olympian book cover, which is great because then you know that you have the right side of Summer Reader. I can go back to Manage Programs and continue to manage my reviews, or I can go into System Maintenance and make any other modifications as needed, or I can log off the system.